What's up, y'all? UFC 144, Japan predictions. I think it's going to be a great card. Doesn't have the star power of other cards. But Dana's right when he says that that card is stacked from top to bottom. I'm very much looking forward to it. We're going to start off with Anthony Pettis against Joe Lauzon. I think that's my pick for fight of the night. Possibly even fight of the year. I think both of them are no joke in the stand-up. I'm not as big on Anthony Pettis as the rest of the MMA world. The biggest thing that he's ever done is already behind him, and that's landing probably the greatest kick I've ever seen against Benson Henderson. That's when that name Anthony Pettis absolutely peaked. Now it's on. It's not going too good. He can't seem to win in the UFC. He's getting beat by A-League fighters. You know, he's not in the B-League anymore. He's in the A-League, and he's not being able. He can't hang. Joe Lauzon. He's had some losses that he was supposed to win. Still a very good fighter. It's going to be a stand-up war. I don't really see it going to the ground that much. Anthony Pettis, though he can fight on the ground, doesn't really like to be on the ground. Joe Lauzon is comfortable wherever. Stand-up war. It's hard to see it go in 3 rounds because both men are you know, they're hard to finish. But I'm going to pick Joe Lauzon just because Anthony Pettis hasn't shown me anything in the UFC yet, at least. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll prove me wrong. He's got some fancy schmancy kicks, and it's always fun to watch him fight just because of those kicks. Win or lose, I still like to watch him fight, but we're talking about who's going to be the winner and who wins fights, and Anthony Pettis doesn't win fights in the UFC. Joe Lauzon does. Look for Lauzon to knock him out in the 3rd round, somehow, some way. I can pretty much guarantee neither of these guys are going to get submitted. Yeah, so that's my pick. Lauzon, fight of the night, in a war, round 3, knockouts. Okay. Next is Ukami Yushin against Tim Boetsch. Boetsch had a huge 2011. He won both his fights in 2011. Looked good doing it. Ukami, I'm not sure if he's fought. Excuse me. Since coming off his loss to Anderson Silva, I really don't think he has. Or maybe he did win a 3-round decision. Somewhere in the middle. I can't really remember which one. But either way, Yushin Ukami in the UFC is 10-3. He's going to Japan. You know, Ukami in Japan. You know, I don't think there's really any way Tim Boetsch can win. I think his little win streak is going to go down at UFC 144. Ukami is just too much. Boetsch has never really faced competition like Ukami, like that grade of fighter as high as Ukami. Ukami, his 3 losses in the UFC come to against three you know, great fighters, 2 former middleweight champions, or 1 current middleweight champion and 1 former. Rich Franklin obviously beat Yushin, as did Anderson Silva. And Yushin's best American friend, Chael Sonnen, also put a whooping on him. So yeah, he's 10-3 in the UFC. He's on the undercard in Japan. That's crazy. You know, I think he's going to come out and make a statement and beat the fucking shit out of Tim Boetsch. A lot of people I've been looking online, they're saying Yushin 3-round grinded out decision. I don't see it. I see Yushin coming out and either getting a 1st or a 2nd round knockout. Knockout. Yeah, so that's I like Ukami 2nd round knockout against Tim Boetsch. Tim Boetsch, he ain't got nothing for Yushin in Japan. Next up, we got Akiyama versus Jacob Shields. Jacob Shields. Not a big fan of Jake Shields. Yeah, if you've been checking out my my videos, then you would have seen me go off on Jake Shields a couple of videos ago. He's the weakest one in the camp. He needs to go back to Strikeforce, yada, 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 yada. That being said, Akiyama's on a 3-fight losing streak. Akiyama, real popular in Japan, real popular Japanese fighter. He's moving down to welterweight to fight Jake because he's lost 3 in a row at middleweight. I don't think he can stand the bang with the big boys in the UFC. It's pretty much a do or die for Akiyama. If he doesn't win this fight, I see UFC cutting him, and if they don't cut him, they might give him one more chance on some shitty undercard somewhere. But it's probably the end of the road for Akiyama against Jake Shields, and that's not really saying too much about Jake Shields because I think Jake Shields sucks. Cameron, by the way, won that fight, Jake. He was robbed. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say Jake Shields in a boring 3-round decision. I guess there's a chance he can knock him out in the 2nd round. Maybe even the 3rd, but I see a 3-round decision. Last year was a bad year for Jake. Coming off some real tough fights, the loss of his father. He might be back to his old winning ways in this fight. I see Jake Shields winning a technical fight and getting the decision. Next, this is going to be the most entertaining fight on the card. I think, next to Lozon and Pettis. I'm looking forward to the Hunt and Congo to the fight. Hunt, obviously a former K1 champion, spent most of his career in Japan. When he first got to the UFC, it's just like seeing his frame and how he's a big round fella. He just didn't look like he could compete in the UFC, especially after getting tapped in 63 seconds to McCorkle in his first fight. Since then, he's won 2 in a row. And though I'm not too big on Big Congo, I think Congo is still better than Mark Hunt. Congo is he's riding the most momentum he's ever had during his career. Coming off some pretty nice wins and getting right back into the picture. I think a win against Mark Hunt will put Congo, believe it or not, in the title picture. Maybe not the #1 guy, but he'll definitely be in the top 4 or 5 guys. And that's as high as he's ever gotten in the title picture in the UFC. A lot of people think that Congo is gonna want to take Hunt down, ground and pound him, and win it that way. I don't ever remember Congo really purposely trying that being his game plan to take the person down. Now, Chet Congo is a striker. He's going to strike with Mark Hunt. And because Hunt sucks on the ground, Hunt's not going to try to take Congo down. So I basically see a stand-up war. Congo's just a much bigger, stronger man. That little round fella, Hunt's going to get knocked out. I say 2nd round, maybe even the 1st, end of the 1st, beginning of the 2nd. Big knockout by Congo. Yeah, it's got to be big. Congo and Rampage, 2 best friends on the same card in Japan, I hope they don't go out partying too much, because everyone knows Japan is Quentin's spot. So hopefully they do the partying after they both get their wins. And not beforehand, But yeah, I like Congo. Like I said, knockout, Hunt. It's not really going to be that interesting. I mean, no, I take that back. It is going to be interesting fights. All Congo's fights are interesting. I mean, since Mark Hunt, he's going to be throwing down with Czech, I think it's going to be a fun round or 2. Yeah, Congo. Next up, Rampage and Vader. Rampage hasn't knocked anybody out since Wanderlei Silva in 2008, and we all know Rampage loves to knock people out. He's in the twilight. He's in his twilight right now. He's at the end of his career. Though I don't think Rampage is ever going to be in the title picture again. I just see Rampage as a whole other. He's a whole other level of fighter than Mr. Bader. Bader did rebound with a nice win since losing 2 in a row. Is going to be able to make it 2 wins in a row. Not against Rampage. You know, we all basically know what the game plan is here for Bader. Bader's a wrestler. Rampage is also a wrestler, but he's more of a striker than a wrestler. His roots goes to wrestling, but he's kind of forgotten his roots a long time ago. Bader's going to come in. He's going to try to take Rampage down unsuccessfully for a round or 2. That's about all it's going to go, if it even gets out the first round. Rampage will have his first spectacular knockout since 2008, like I said earlier. It's going to be Rampage's night over in Japan. They love him out there. Though, Bader, he's game. He's game. He's going to come. He's going to try to fight. And though I am a Bader guy, I just think he's more of a gatekeeper status type of fighter. I don't think he belongs in the same octagon as Rampage. Rampage, big win. It's going to be a big win. Next, and this is a fight that I'm very much looking forward to. Frankie Edgar against Benson Henderson. Benson. Yes, Henderson deserves this title shot. I know that lightweight division is stacked. Benson's got some big wins over some guys that are supposed to challenge for the title. And it's refreshing. It's nice to see Frankie Edgar fight someone different than BJ Penn and Gray Maynard. His last 4 fights, 2 against Penn, 2 against Maynard, 2, 4, you know, I mean, and this is over the course of 2 years. So to see him finally get to defend his title against somebody different, it's going to be fun. And this is where you're going to see the real Frankie Edgar come out. Benson's going to be, he's going to come in, he's going to be bigger, he's going to be stronger, but then again, just about everybody that Frankie fights is bigger and stronger. Nonetheless, Frankie's striking is elite. It doesn't matter if you're bigger or stronger, he's going to outstrike you, he's going to outstrike you, he's going to outwork you. He will be able to take Benson down. I don't see Benson being able to take him down. No one's getting caught in any submissions here. Benson ain't getting tapped, and Benson ain't tapping Frankie. Frankie's going to put up a fast pace for all 5 rounds if it goes it, and that's actually what my I'm calling Frankie Edgar in a 5-round decision. I don't think he's going to get caught and have to recover like he did twice against Maynard. I don't think he's gonna dance around Benson Henderson like he did to BJ Penn either. I think he's gonna come straight at Benson. It's gonna be like that the whole 5 rounds. And we're gonna see a 5-round decision. Frankie Edgar is gonna retain the lightweight champion, his lightweight championship. I firmly believe that in the light heavyweight division that Frankie Edgar is the best lightweight out there. I don't see anyone even close to him. Gray Maynard was the guy that I thought was going to beat him. Couldn't do it. I mean, after he goes through Benson, what's next? We're not going to see Frankie Edgar obviously move up and weight anytime soon. What I wouldn't mind seeing is after Frankie Edgar cleans out the lightweight division, which is what he's going to do, I'd like to see him move down and challenge Jose Aldo, you know. He could be the best little man to ever fight, you know. So moving up, go down, get rid of your title, go down and take the other person's title. Frankie's just that damn good. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the predictions. Check back during the next event, and I'll give you the winners. All right, y'all.